Okay. Leo, hello, good morning. How are you?
Hello, fine, thanks. What about you?
I'm good too, thank you. How was your weekend?
It was fine. I went to a family kind of party. I mean, it was probably 40 people, something like that. But it was so awkward because I don't like to be around so many people.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that 40 people sound too many
Yep.
for me. Yeah.
And they're supposed to be, well, they are my family
Wow.
for my mother's side.
Okay.
But there are no so close. I mean, I don't usually go around with them, so
Oh,
it was awkward.
okay, I see. Okay. What else did you do? Did you rest?
Yeah, I rest on the Sunday.
Okay, great. Well, then I hope you're ready to start today's lesson. Let me share my screen. Okay, we're gonna start with this text. And well, in this text, we have here a written tip. Okay, and we have words like however and so. That's why today I would like to discuss about linking words. Okay, after we read this text. Okay, that's what we are gonna be doing today. Okay, but first, this text. It says here, look at the pictures in the article. I think we already discussed some of these with the questions we did. I don't remember if it was last week. Okay, about the future. You know, about guessing things that will happen in the future. Okay, so we are not gonna answer this question. Can you guess what inventions the article will describe? We are not gonna do it. Okay, we are just gonna read this. Okay, which inventions did you already know about? Which were new? Okay, probably we're gonna discuss about this. Okay, Nayib, please could you start reading the text?
Yes, teacher, of course. What will life be like in the future? Our analyst says that some weird and wonderful ideas of the future will not be that far away. One, smartphones, tablets, and laptops are getting thinner and lighter than even before. However, in the future, you might not need to carry any gadgets around with you. If designers have their way, you may just need to wear a pair of virtual goggles instead.
Yes.
Scientists are testing prototypes at the moment, though it may be some time before they are actually on store shelves. These goggles will act like a computer screen and display information and entertainment from the internet. So when you are sightseeing, you will
Yes.
be able to see,
Yes.
yes,
Sorry.
you will be able to see information about a famous building in front of you. Are you or you will be able to get a review of the restaurant menu you are looking at. The goggles will have GPS, so you will be able to stream direction to a party or locate a nearby coffee shop. There will be also have a camera to take photos and you won't need a cell phone anymore. The goggles will have that built in it too.
Okay, thank you, Nayi. Just one detail here. This word we pronounce it like nearby.
Ah, okay, nearby.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I wanna ask both of you, what do you think about this? About this invention? Would you like it?
I don't know. I don't think so. I believe it's enough with the cell phone. And actually, there exist already, and it seems like they are not successful.
Oh, yeah, well, probably they has to work on them, right? But I think the same, you know. I couldn't like it because I don't know about you guys, but I still love to write on paper. I know it's not so good for the environment. I'm aware of that, but I'm still um uh, like to carry my notebook and my bunch of pens and pencils. What about you, Nayi?
Yes, sometimes you need to write to remember everything. So for me, the process to write is helpful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about this because apparently this new invention could do everything, but as Leo says, I think with a cell phone is enough, and I like this um, think about carrying a lot of things with me. You know, my cell phone, my laptop, my notebook. I like that, but well, people have different opinions, right? Let's go
Okay.
with the next one. Leo, could you please read number 2?
Sure. You might not be able to take a trip into space right now, but in the near future, we may all have access to the outer atmosphere. Private spaceships are taking reservation at a cost for flight into space. In the meantime, a Japanese company says it is developing a space elevator. The elevator, which will carry 30 passengers, will stretch from a base on the ground up to a space station 36,000 kilometers, 22,000 miles above the Earth. It will take 8 days to reach the space station. Luckily, the elevator will have beds and entertainment on board. The company says it may be ready by 2050.
Well, less than 30 years from now, right? Yeah. What do you sorry, what do you think about this? About going into space? Would you like that, Naye?
Mm, I don't know. It sounds interesting, but I know that I don't know about this elevator, but I know that is they made a lot of pollution. The trips.
Yes.
So maybe instead of that, we should take care of the space that we are living right now.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I haven't thought about it. Yeah, that's a very good point. But also, would you really like to be up there? Do you like the idea?
I think I will like it,
Okay.
but
I don't know.
probably I'm not gonna have the money to do it.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
well, we must take into consideration that probably in the future this will be cheaper, right? Well, you need to travel, then you need to pay for this, but I don't know. Hopefully, this will be cheaper in the future, so you can do it, Leo.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's a kind of scary, but it could be something really interesting. But right now, if I don't know, if they tell you, Leo, you have the opportunity to go into space, but you need to do all these trip that takes long months, some preparation. Would you do it?
I believe it depends on how long it will be. Probably something like a year or two. I believe I will do it, but more than that, probably don't.
Wow, you're brave. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, Naye, sorry, but you need to read the last one.
Don't worry, teacher. Okay. You can already buy mirrors
Yes, mirrors.
with TVs in them. So you can watch the morning news while you brush your teeth. However, in the future, mirrors will be able to do much more. What would you like? What would you look like with long blonde hair or with a beard? In the future, you will be able to simple tap your mirror if you want to see yourself with different features. Your mirror will also monitor your health and it will be able to tell you when you need a visit to the doctor office. And before you go to work, you will be able to set the time for a nice, relaxing bath. Now, how do you want the water?
Okay, I think I like this one. What about you?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Really helpful.
Exactly.
Um, but do you like the idea about these smart houses with all this technology, or do you like completely oldie style, vintage?
I like it simple, I think.
Yes. Yeah. What about you, Leo?
I like automatization.
Oh,
I try to do all I can do right now. I mean, our what we have right now, it's very small. Probably, I don't know, having an smart, I don't know the name, an Alexa.
yes, 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 yes. Do you have
And
one?
yeah, I have like 3 of them, something like that. And I use it with the lights, and I just bought a doorbell.
Okay.
So when someone rings at the door, the Alexa shows who's there. I really like that stuff.
Well, that's really useful, and I understand why you like that. It's because you're the computer expert, right?
Yeah, I always like that kind of stuff, and I try to do as much as I can regarding that.
Yeah, I have a friend. He's also an expert about all these things, and he did the same. with his house. He controls some lights, some neon lights with his cell phone, and B, and yeah, things I don't understand, but they seem very simple. Yes. Okay. Thank you for your comments on this. I think you don't have questions, right? Well, here we have some of the words I mentioned. Linking words, okay? However, right here we have one. Okay. Can you imagine or can you tell me the use of this word? How can we use this word? Tell me about it.
It's like even though, even that.
Yes, right. You use it to contrast ideas. Right?
Right.
Yeah. We can we can call these kind of words linking words. Okay. And of course, we have different categories, right? Here we have some, like in general, I wanted to show you like the categories. Okay. And of course, I have more words, more examples. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, to compare, and as I told you, and you mentioned that, Naye, some of these examples to compare or contrast ideas. Okay, here we have all the words we can use, and I don't know about you, but I always get confused with this. Have these happened to you?
Yes.
Yeah, you confuse all the different options we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we always use the same, the same ones. Okay, well, here we have the examples, okay? This subordinator means all the different options we can have, okay? And also we have the example. Although, no, he is poor, he is honest, right? Sorry, poor. Okay. We have here for a cause, and we don't have many options here. That's the good thing. We have because, and we have since. The teacher allowed her to leave the class since she was sick. Or we can say because she was sick. Okay?
Okay.
But what about when we have a result or the effect, right? We can use all these so that, in order that, or we can also use just that. Just that. Okay. He enrolled in a driving school so that he could be a driver. In order that he could be. Okay. We can use, well, different, but I have noticed that when you're writing like a academic paper or a paper, you should like use the simple ones. Okay. In this case, well, so that. Next category, we have condition. Words can we use? Well, we have if, we have unless, provided that. Okay. I can go to the movies if I finish my homework. This is a conditional sentence, right? I cannot go to the movies unless I finish my homework. Okay. Also a conditional sentence. That's why we have this category here, condition. Okay. And last one, we have time. Okay, and as you can see here, we have several words we can use: after, before, as soon as, since, when, while, until, as. I'll try to finish my homework before I go to the movie. The workers continued the strike until the company agreed to pay the bonus. Right? Until. So these are some of the words you can use, but we have more. Right? Okay, here we have it. Here we have more categories. To add information, look at all the words we can use. Look at this. Okay. Then we have this category, a sequence. Okay. If we are talking about an order, all these words, first, second, third, right? Finally, next, meanwhile, after, then, subsequently. Okay. To illustrate or to give examples, we have all these words. And here, when you are, I don't know, when you are telling me a story about anything I asked you, right? You can use, or you can say, for instance, instead of, for example.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very common to hear in speaking conversations, this one, for instance, and it's the same. You use it the same way. Okay. Well, continue with the categories. Okay, we have here again cause and effect. Okay, and we have all the words we can use. Okay, you want to explain something, you can use this. Okay, this one is of course the most common, but you can use all these, right? Thus, therefore, consequently, hence. Okay, and well, you can use of course in speaking, right? In speaking, this one is more common. Okay, but you can try to like change when you are talking, right? Then we have comparison. Okay, to make a comparison, here we have all the words we can use, right? Similarly, likewise, as with, like, and I think this is the most common word, but we have here others. Okay. Before we continue, do you think, can you leave and come back?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Okay, well, let's continue. In the meantime, let's hope Leo joins. Okay. Here. Continuing with the categories, we have this category qualifying. Okay. We can also say that this is to contrast ideas. We have but, however, although, unless. And also here we have some of the conditional, right? Conditional, unless, as long as, if. Okay.
Okay.
Once we use to contrast ideas, here we have plenty of them. Okay. So that's why this is very confusing, because we have so many words and sometimes we don't remember the ones we can use, right?
Right.
Yeah, because we have plenty of them, but sometimes we think that then and next are not in the same category. so we don't use. Oh, who's there?
My little boy is here.
Okay, tell him you're almost over. Okay, continuing with the categories, we have the last one, to emphasize ideas. Okay, and well, I think this is the category in which we have not so many words. As you can see here, especially is the one we use the most, right? Indeed,
Indeed. Mhm.
yes. But look at all the words we can use. Particular, significantly, right? Notably. Well, I must admit they are not very common, but we can use them. And that's why I have some examples here about how you can use some of these. Okay. Because it's not like we have a rule for each of these, but I just wanted to show you some examples, and probably we will do some exercises in the next class.
Okay.
Yeah, look at all the examples, right? Okay, I will ask you to read all of them. Just look at them and look how we can use these linking words.
Okay.
Yeah, just that. Okay, we will do some exercises, but next class. Okay. And I don't know if this has happened to you, and we tend to confuse or to ask when I can use although, even though. These two.
Yes.
How we can use, or this one, despite and in spite, right? I think this is something that happens. Okay. Well, look at this. We can use, no, this one, sorry. We can use despite and in spite of, okay, with a noun. Okay. Then we have to use the ing, okay, the gerund, and then we use a pronoun. Okay, as you can see here, right? Despite the freezing cold, he went for a run. Okay, here we have it with a noun. Despite studying a lot, here we have it with ing. Despite studying a lot. Okay, remember we have to add ing to the verb. He didn't pass the exam. She wasn't well, but despite this, okay, here we have it with a pronoun. She continued working. Okay, so we can use despite or in spite, okay, with all of these options, okay, in spite of having, in spite of the rain, okay, but in spite of these, right? So this is all the options we have with these two, despite and in spite of. Okay. Look at these examples. We decided to go out despite the weather. We decided to go out in spite of the weather. Okay. So look at the common mistakes we made. We decided to go out despite of the weather. We decided to go out in spite of the weather. Okay. This is the mistakes we tend to make, okay? Remember that despite and in spite of. I don't know if you use these words in your daily life.
Nope.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
But it's because I don't know how it works. Not
Oh,
because.
okay, okay. Well, here we have how we can use them. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And now, oh, yes, here. This is the other category of words I wanted to talk about. Although, even though, or just the, right? The difference here is that even though is more formal than these two, right? The is, as you can see here, more used in spoken, informal language, English. This one is more formal. Okay. And here we have how can we use them. Okay. Although with subject plus verb, as you can see here, we can use these two the same way with a subject and with a verb. Okay. The difference here is that, as I told you, even though is more formal. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you can see here, this one is the one they use in spoken English, right? That's the difference.
Okay.
But here you have although plus a subject verb, even though plus a subject verb, the plus a subject verb. It rained, I had, I was, the weather was, I had, right? Just remember, this one is less formal. I don't know what kind of English you use the most, formal or informal? Can you tell?
Informal, I will say.
Okay, so this is the one you can use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For me, it's difficult to say though because I have seen that they use is used in the end, right?
yeah, also they use it at the end of that sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have an example here. Oh, this one. They didn't say which day, the, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, sometimes it just takes some time, practice. Something you can use is just to start talking alone in front of the mirror, or if you don't want to see yourself, well, um, don't do it in front of the mirror, but sometimes talk alone to yourself is a bit it's a good strategy. Have you tried that?
No,
Uh,
not really.
Yesterday I was watching a recording of a meeting because I need to extract some information, and I
Okay.
realized that in that particular meeting I was speaking too fast, so I I didn't understand myself. I believe it was because I was a little nervous.
Yes. Yeah, that's the reason, because
So
so it also happened to me.
yeah, probably I need to watch more meetings to
Yeah,
check
that's a good
myself.
strategy. Yeah, and you can also work in your personal personal strategies. You can, like, you need to read, right? You need to relax. And also something that might work is if you put a pencil between your lips and you try to talk. Okay. But you need to control your breathing.
Okay.
Yeah, and always think that these people know that you are not a native English speaker. So it's completely okay, it's completely normal. Right? So,
Actually, I mean that they are native speakers, but when I have a meeting, usually with our office in New Zealand, usually they have a lot of different accents because some of them has like an Indian accent, some of them has like an Asian accent, and others something more like the UK, and it's funny and it's difficult trying to understand everything.
Yes.
yeah,
But there are a lot of accents when I'm in a meeting with them.
yeah, and they went into the same situation. They were like very nervous, you know. Everything's about experience, right? Practice. But yeah, one of my aunts have a boyfriend and he's from Kentucky, and he is a farmer, and I don't understand him. It's like he doesn't even open his mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
It's hard to understand. Yes. But well, it could be good for you if you try to listen to different accents, and watching series is a good strategy. The best strategy, right?
Right.
So yeah, so whenever you have time. But what time is it? Okay, we still have time. So tell me, do you have questions about this? Try to incorporate some of these words into your daily vocabulary. Okay? This will be good for you. Just try to do it. And try to do the thing I told you. Try to speak English alone to yourself. And that's a good strategy that Leo mentioned. Record yourself. I don't like to hear my voice because I don't like my voice.
It's awkward when you hear your own voice. I
Yeah,
mean mine, not yours.
yeah,
Yes.
I don't like it. But it could be a good strategy. Okay. Well, now let's do the final activity about the text. Okay. Here we have it. Okay. So I hope you remember because we are gonna try to answer these. Okay. We need to just check the predictions article makes. I hope you remember. What was that? Okay. So, Naji, can you help me with number one? It was or it wasn't?
Okay. With virtual goggles, you will be able to go online. Yes.
Yeah, right? Leo, can you read number two, please?
These goggles will make it unnecessary for tourists to go sightseeing.
Do you remember?
I believe it's false, but I'm not completely understand the sentence.
Yeah, let's go back and let's check. Yeah, when you are sightseeing, you'll be able to see the information, right? But it doesn't mean you don't need to go, right? So yeah, this wasn't in the article. What about number 3, Naye?
Virtual goggles will have built-in cell phones. Will have built-in. Yes, right.
Yes. Yeah, the article mentioned it. What about number 4, Leo?
Only trained astronauts will be able to travel on the space elevator. That's false. I mean, it's not in the article.
Yeah, that's right. Next one, Naye, please.
Sure. The space elevator will carry people 22,000 miles above the Earth. No, it was more, I think.
Okay.
It was more kilometers.
Yes. But miles? Yeah, they did a conversion. Yes. So it is correct.
It is correct, yes.
Yes. Leo, please, 6.
Sure. The space elevator will probably be ready in the next 10 years. No, it's false.
Yeah, that's wrong. Okay. Naye, please, could you read number 7?
Yes, a smart mirror will show us what we look like with different hairs or features. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. And last one, Leo, please. We need to hurry because Naye's son wants her right now.
With smart mirrors to monitor health, we won't need to go to the doctor. I believe that's false.
Yeah. The mirror just will tell you need to go. Naye, what's your son's name? I don't remember if you told me.
His name is Derek.
Derek.
Derek, right. But he doesn't want me, teacher. He's mocking me.
Okay.
And I'm saying yes.
Okay. Well, sounds good anyway.
Mama. You have to speak in English, not in Spanish.
No, I can't, Mama.
Okay, tell him if he says something in English, the class is over.
Please habla así en inglés.
¿Por qué?
Good morning, dear.
Okay, I think we already did this, talk about the predictions, and we agreed that that what? Oh yeah, that the virtual Googles will not be like something we like. Okay, but let's listen to, well, I don't think we have time to do this. We were gonna listen to Sophie and Alan opinions, and this is the important thing. You need to tell me the reasons. Let's just listen once and let's check what happens, if we have time or not.
Page 125. Lesson D. In the future. 2. Listening and writing. A good idea? A and B. Listen to Sophia and Alan discuss the inventions from the article on page 124. 1.
Hey, Alan, here. Read this article. It's really interesting. It's about some new inventions they're working on.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Oh, you know what? I read this same article the other day. Those virtual goggles were cool, huh?
Yeah, but...
I mean, it's amazing, really. To think, like, you won't need to carry around a laptop or a phone or anything, and you'll be able to be on the internet all day, and totally hands-free.
Yeah, but it'll be difficult to see where you're going. I mean, you won't be able to wear them when you drive, right?
I don't know. You might be able to. And then you can get directions too. And you won't need a GPS in your car.
2,
Oh, here, I'll make us some coffee.
Oh, all right. Thanks. So yeah, you read about the space elevator too. What do you think of that? I mean, it's amazing, huh? You know, that we'll be able to see Earth from above.
Yeah, but is it really possible to build that thing? I wouldn't want to go up it.
Why not? It seems like it'll be a lot safer than a spaceship. Well, I hope I'll be able to ride on it someday.
Safer? You're kidding. It might get stuck 10,000 miles above Earth, and then you won't be able to do anything. I mean, you're not in a 10-story building.
Oh, that won't happen. I'm sure the scientists know what they're doing.
3,
Okay. We're gonna stop here in number 2, and of course we must finish this class. Okay, and we will do some exercises about linking words. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to stop you. So class is over. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming, and see you on Thursday. Right?
Thanks,
Thank,
Karen.
thank you.
Bye. Have a great day.
You
Sure.
too. Thanks.
Thank you.